Ça qu'a fait, comment nous y c'est Eyo?
Ça qu'a fait.
Comment vous est?
Mary.
Mary, ok. So, je vais montrer madame pour parler créole aujourd'hui. Hein? So, c'est un topic que moi choisi, un sujet qui est vraiment important parce que madame c'est américaine liée, so, il va parler créole. Et nous allons gagner 3 ans depuis nous ensemble, so, nous avons pour parler créole parce que les maladies, pour apprendre à parler créole. So regardez vidéo YouTube ça, so subscribe, abonnez avec YouTube ça, et puis vous capable de gagner plus d'informations de l'autre vidéo que nous pouvons faire, ok? So nous allons commencer à parler, et puis ce que l'autre bail que vous capable dire, fait un commentaire en bas, et puis nous allons parler. So first thing you know, we're gonna start talking about how to say hello in Creole.
Okay.
So hello means bonjour.
Bonjour.
Okay? Marie Marie.
Maëlle.
Marie Marie.
Maëlle Marie.
Marie, okay? Moi gagne
Moi gagne
32 ans.
VE
32 ans.
32 ans.
Okay? I am 36 years old.
Oh, but I'm not.
Okay, but you're not. Okay? So basically it's a little bit that we're gonna start with, you know. And so, I'm gonna teach you how to say the days in Creole. I'm gonna montrer comment on dit jour en Creole. Okay, we're gonna start with the days of the week of the days of the week. Monday, nous dit lundi.
Monday.
Lundi.
Lundi.
Yeah. Tuesday, we say mardi.
Tuesday. Mardi.
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 Okay. Wednesday, mercredi.
Wednesday. Mercredis.
Mercredi.
Mercredis.
Okay. Jeudi, Thursday.
Jeudi.
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 Thursday.
Thursday.
For Friday, we say vendredi.
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 Okay. For Saturday, we say samedi.
Samedi.
Okay. For Sunday, we say dimanche.
Dimanche.
Okay. So dimanche, c'est un bonjour. So, can you remind me of your name in Creole? How do you say your name in Creole?
Marie.
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 Yeah, Marie. Okay, that's nice. Okay. So, how old are you? Say, how old are you in Creole? Moi gagne.
Moi gagne.
Moi gagne 36 ans.
Moi gagne.
Moi gagne 36 ans.
Gagne 36 ans?
Moi gagne 36 ans.
No.
Moi gagne.
Moi
Gagne
gagne
36 ans.
36 ans.
36 ans. 36 ans.
6 ans.
Okay.
36 ans.
So, qui l'âge?
Shaggy Razou.
Okay, I'm asking you, qui l'âge?
How old are you?
Yeah, how old are you? Moi gagne.
Moi gagne.
Say it.
I forgot.
36 ans.
36 ans.
Yes. So,
36 ans.
36 ans, okay.
36 ans.
But if you want to ask me some question in English and how do you say it in Creole, I can help you with that because, you know, as you know, she's learning to speak Creole right now. So I want to make sure that, you know, she understands the basics because what I learned is like, you know, just when I came to this country, it took me a while to understand, you know, to talk, you know, English because, you know, I speak Creole all my life, you know, so basically it's hard for me to transition from Creole to English, so it was kind of hard for me. So, like I said, we are eating right now, you know, we are having fun, and then she's eating, you know, and then she just want to learn to speak the language, and I think that's one thing that's very wonderful because I want her to learn. I want her to be able to understand the Haitian culture because, you know, just she's gonna go into Haiti. Eventually one day she'll go to Haiti because I have to take her to Haiti and she have to spend time with my family. And then one thing that I would love for is just like when she get over there, you know, the language barrier won't be an issue because, you know, she can understand the basic. So therefore, bonsoir, yes, that's how you say it. And then, but I know she knows some words, you know, in Creole because if you know some of the words, you know, what other the words you know in Creole?
Merci. Thank you.
Okay. And what else do you know?
Ça qu'a fait là.
Ça qu'a fait là, okay. What's going on? What's up? Yeah. And what else?
Bonjour, bonsoir. Muy bien.
Muy bien. Okay, that's good. I'm good. That's wonderful. So Kisa, what exactly? So now when you want to ask for some help, so So let's say you want some water, okay? This is one thing that's very important because you gotta learn how to like the water, how to learn how to ask for something, water, or how to learn how to ask, where's the bathroom. So when you want to ask for water, you say, est-ce que capable mon petit de l'eau s'il vous plaît? Okay, now I'm gonna say it slowly. Est-ce que ou capable mon petit de l'eau?
Ou quoi bon?
Mon petit de l'eau s'il vous plaît.
Ou quoi bon?
Your petit de l'eau.
Your tea law.
S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît.
Vous plaît.
Yes. So when you say please in Creole, they say s'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
S'il
vous
plaît.
plaît.
Okay, say it.
S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît. Okay, that's fine. That's fine because I mean she's still learning because like I said I can't really.
S'il vous plaît.
Okay, there we go. No. Moi, est-ce que vous pouvez mon petit dos s'il vous plaît? Say that. Est-ce que vous pouvez mon petit dos s'il vous plaît?
Est-ce que bon?
Capable mon petit de l'eau?
No, you go too fast.
Okay, est-ce que
Est-ce
vous capable mon petit de l'eau?
ou kabam?
Mon petit de l'eau?
Your tea law.
De l'eau?
Lo.
De l'eau?
Glo.
Like bro.
Glo.
S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
Yes. So basically just
It's a lot.
It's not a lot.
It's a lot.
So ask any question, so if let's say, what are the challenges that you have, learning Creole? I want to know. Just give me your answer. What are the challenges?
The words are very fast.
Okay.
You're talking too fast.
Okay.
And too much of how is it? Like
Glow. Water. This is water. But the thing you have to understand is
the rolling of the tongue.
it took me a while to speak your language, so therefore I don't expect you to speak my language, just overnight. Because her, she's from here, she been around Haitian people, but she never get too close to them to know about my culture, and then when we met, and I think she started telling me about just like she learned a little bit because growing up in Florida, so she learned a little bit because she been around some Haitian, but right now since her husband is Haitian, so therefore it's gonna be easier for her to speak Creole, and also
I only know like two Haitian people.
Okay. Well, I remember telling me that was back in the days.
Yeah, I only knew two of them. They never speak Creole.
Okay. Just one thing.
They did speak Creole to each other.
Okay.
But I never be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, some Haitian, just like I think for some reason, they feel like they don't want to tell the people about their language because especially let's say when you're dating or when you're in a relationship with a woman, with a foreigner. For me, just like I think this is one of the reasons why some Haitian men don't want their spouse or their husband to speak their language is because they hiding something,
Mm-hmm.
Because I truly believe that, because if you want your spouse to understand, I know she won't be able to speak 100% fluently, the language, but at the same time, the I would say the basic one will be important because you have to teach her the basic one. Let's say you have a problem, and then all your family are in Haiti, and then you are here with this foreigner, and then you don't really teach her to speak, few things in your language. How's she gonna communicate with your family if you have a problem?
A translator.
Exactly, but most of the time, you don't have a translator because let's say just you speak English, you calling someone in Haiti who don't speak English. How you gonna communicate with them? Of course, there's also this application that you can download on your phone, and that's one thing she's been doing because I guess when we first met, she started downloading app. Whenever I'm talking to someone in Creole, she's very sneaky. That one. So
no, that's not sneaky.
she did download
nosy.
Nosy.
Want to be informative. Want to know information.
Okay, good. So my excuse my French, it's nosy, right? So she wants to learn, and then she be like saying, okay, I heard you say this word. I said, okay, what you mean? And I understand what it means. I say, okay, that's very smart. So that's one thing, I want to say that just you gotta teach your spouse. Let's say they're not from your culture, you gotta teach them. And at the same time, I've been cooking some Haitian food, and how do you like Haitian food?
I like legging.
Legume. Okay. What else? What else do you try? Have you tried?
Black rice.
Black rice. Okay.
The what is it called? Which one is the black rice? What they call it?
Dijon.
Yes.
So how do you say that in Creole?
Dijon.
Dijon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dijon.
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 Okay. Dijon. Okay. So it's gonna take me a while with this one because I know that this, but I know with times I'm gonna do a great job on her because I want her, like when we go to Haiti, that she'll be able to talk. So what is your expectation? What question that you want to ask? Let's say the people that are watching right now, that you want them to answer. About Haiti. Because like I said, I haven't tell you all like a lot much.
Well, the thing with learning with you, your teaching is, it's like how we have to break down each word. We have our nouns, verbs, and all this stuff, and what it means in certain ways to say it. It's going to be a long process trying to figure out what not to say. I'm sure y'all have words like, if you say it a different way, it sounds the same, but it doesn't mean the same. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like,
it's not the same word, but it just sounds close.
But one thing I know, if I'm wrong, guys, correct me. I think some of the words in Creole, they have a very good similarity to English. But growing up in Haiti, it was hard for me. That when the Marines came to Haiti after the occupations, when the Marines, American people came to Haiti, so we used to go behind them, ask them, for food and stuff like that. And then some of the words that we say, good money, which is good morning. But in our language, they automatically understand that we ask them for money because we don't say good morning, we say good money. Because when we heard they said good morning, we think said good money. So when we talk to Blanc, which is we call them white people, we call them Blanc. So if you ever hear me say the word Blanc, Blanc means referring to white people. Blanc, yes. So we say Blanc. So that's a word we use just a lot to say to white people. White folks. We say Blanc. So Blanc. We used to call them Blanc, and then we say good morning. Blanc, good morning. So pourquoi j'aime dire là, li commence à parler créole parce que la apprendre parce que c'est ça prend du temps parce que me voulait comme c'est apprendre parce que c'est un problème qui gagne c'est un fait tout qui fait que moi pas parler créole là vraiment bien parce que je pratique créole souvent seulement l'aime pratiquer créole c'est ça ma maman me parle à frère moi à petit frère moi so moi t'as comme si moi le malade c'est mal bien que pour me montrer comment parler créole là vraiment bien. So, what other question you want to? What other things you want to ask me? How do you say it in Creole?
How about
what?
Well, that's the thing. Like when I talk to your mom, the main thing is I just want to ask her how she's doing. But it's kind of hard to
have a straight continuously
a continuing conversation.
Yeah.
Because if she responds, I'm gonna be like,
I don't know what to say.
Right. But you would have to answer.
Yeah. And that's where I come, as your.
So when I talk to her, I have to. We have to do the video so she can kind of like see what. I can say hi, wave, or I don't know. It's just It just has to be like I need to know what to say, how to say it.
Well, the thing is that I to tell the truth, I don't think it's gonna be. I think the thing that you have to understand is that the more you hear it, the more you understand the meaning behind it. So now I would say when I learned to speak Spanish, so I used to start listening, like the Latinos, the Spanish speakers talking. So I had like, maybe like, I stayed in the Dominican Republic for a while. So when they talk so fast, so I could understand anything. But I said to myself, okay, I gotta learn this language. So what I did, I start listening to the words. I don't really care about what they were saying. I start listening to the words, the pronunciation, just how they say it, and all that things. And then all of a sudden, I end up just being understanding everything, because it took me like 3 months to learn to speak Spanish.
That is so fast.
Yes.
And I've been with you almost 4 years, and I cannot even understand.
It's the adaptation, the ability for you to learn. Because let's say just language is not the hardest, but it's not the easiest also. Because I can tell you that's why I probably won't ever try to speak Mandarin, whatever you call it. Mandarin, because it's just too many little petit bâton en bas, petit bâton en l'air, petit bâton devant, petit bâton en mi-temps. So like it will take me a little while to learn that. But as far as like Spanish, I think I mastered Spanish, but it took me like 3 months,
But that's the thing, you can speak all the Spanish.
Oh, so I'm listening.
Remember, like when you were talking to the guy from, the difference is Mexican, Dominican Republic,
Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm. They don't speak the same.
No, they don't
at all.
They don't. But the thing you have to understand that also, once you learn to speak the main language, it becomes easier for you to understand different tribe or different people that speak the same language. Because Mexican, they say words differently than Dominican. Same for Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican use a lot of words that Dominican don't use. But at the same time, when the Dominican is talking to Puerto Rican, they understand. And same for Mexican, because it's different. But at the same time, you just have to understand the some of the words that they use a lot. And when they say the words, what they're referring to, what they mean by that. So when I said that, there's something you want to say, baby?
Don't y'all speak French?
Of course.
Okay.
French?
To me, French seems a little more easier.
Really? I'm listening. Keep going. And why you think French is easier than Creole?
I don't know. It just seems like the Creole is more faster. You gotta talk faster.
I think we
Okay.
if I'm wrong, we will
speak in French.
Okay. Bonjour, comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Je m'appelle Jean. Je viens d'Haïti.
Je m'appelle
Jean.
Je m'appelle Jean.
Je viens d'Haïti.
Je vais.
Je viens d'Haïti.
Je viens.
Je viens d'Haïti.
Je viens d'Haïti.
Je viens d'Haïti.
Je viens d'Haïti.
Non. J'ai une femme qui ne parle pas le français ou le créole.
Le français.
J'ai une femme.
J'ai une femme.
Non. Ma femme ne parle pas le créole ou le français.
Pas créole.
Ma femme.
Ma femme.
Oh, mon épouse ne parle pas le français ou le créole.
Okay. See, you just talk fast.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, I understand. I think if you speak Spanish, if you speak French or Creole, you understand what I'm saying. Bonjour, bonsoir. Mon nom c'est Jean Petit Pape, On m'appelle Eyo. C'est mon nom d'artiste. Ma femme est américaine. Elle ne parle pas le français ou le créole. Et maintenant, j'essaie de l'aider à parler ma langue naturelle, parce que c'est ma langue vernaculaire. Okay, so I'm just saying, good morning, my name is Jean, or Eyo. Eyo is my artist name, so I'm trying to teach my wife to speak French and Creole. But the first time, I want to montrer le parler créole avant, parce que Creole, c'est langue panolier. Creole is our language. The majority of our people in our country, they all speak Creole, because this is what they speak, So, for you to be able to speak French, you have to go to school. You have to go to school because French is just, there's so many grammatical, like grammar, it's just too much. Because I remember back in school in Haiti, we were not allowed to speak French, but to speak Creole. Because every time you speak Creole, you would be punished. That was how it was. Back in the days before, when I was in Haiti, But I think with that being said, just here in America, I mean, I lost everything, you know, because I can tell the truth that, you know, I can handle myself, you know, with anybody, any French speakers, you know. But at the same time, no, it will take me a while, you know, because I don't get to practice this language. I can read in French, I can talk in French, you know, but at the same time, you know, let's say, you know, just if I really just want to speak French and I go to Canada, it probably take me, you know, 2 months, you know, to get deep, you know, in the language, because, you know, you get used to the language that you talk very much, you know, and that's one of the reasons that, you know, my wife, you know, she never get used to Creole, you know, but let's say, you know, she go to Haiti, you know, just by association, by just being around people, she'll learn, you know, because, you know, she will hear the words, the Creole, you know, all the time, and that's one thing that will help her to speak, you know, the language, because I believe that the more you hear it, the more it becomes a habit. The more, you know, your brain, your mind will say, okay, I've heard this word before, you know. So that's one of the reasons I said, you know, I'm trying my best. Like I said, it's not a promise because I don't want to make any promise. But I want to make sure that, you know, just I will teach you 30% of the basic words in Creole because you gotta have it. You know, because the reason I say that, because, you know, we're gonna use it when you go to Haiti. You know, because, you know, Haitian people, they don't expect you to speak fluently Creole. They want you they want to understand when you say certain words. And sometimes if you don't say the words right, as long as they understand it, they can understand what you mean by that. You know, if you say glow, you know, they understand. You know,
that means water.
Water, exactly. They'll say wood glow, you know. And then when you say "moi grand goût," means like, you know, I'm hungry.
Moi grand goût.
Moi grand goût.
Moi grand goût.
Exactly. So you don't have to say it right, but you say moi grand goût, you know. Okay. Qui soit fait là? Qui mange après aujourd'hui là? What are you cooking today? Qui mange après aujourd'hui? What are you cooking today? Qui mange après aujourd'hui? Oh, okay. What are you cooking today?
I don't think I'm gonna ask.
Okay, but you can ask that. No, because let's say you go to my mom, you know, and my mom just knows cooking, you know, she's in the kitchen, and say, hey, mommy, can I drop it, you know? Hey, mom, what are you cooking today? You know, can I help you? So just I feel like, you know, the more she's around Haitian, the more she's around my culture, the more, you know, it will help her to speak, you know, because I want her to speak, you know, really badly, especially in just, you know, our children, you know, I want our children also to speak, you know, fluent Creole. Because my daughter, you know, she don't speak Creole at all. You know, and that's a shame because, you know, when she was born, you know,
but that's funny because she lives with both her grandparents.
Okay, Creole. I understand that, but at the same time, you know, her grandma sometimes, you know, they used to talk Creole, you know, and then her mom used to have the same problem with me because, you know, me as a Jessica, you know, fait que dans pays, pas même qu'on parle anglais, you know, but I was trying to test my English, you know, when I was around my daughter. And I've been talking to my daughter in English all the time, you know, and that's one reason, you know, that's, you know, when I was in Florida, people tell me, they say, you know, I mean, how long have you been in this country? And I said, okay, I just got here. I said, wow, you speak really good, you know. Because there's people I know been here for years, you know, they don't speak, you know, just the way
broken English.
Exactly.
English.
So
you don't even understand.
But one thing I learned also, another for me to learn to speak English, you know, properly, you know, I mean, I'm still learning because, like I said, I don't want to act like, you know, as ignorant. Say, okay, I know everything, or okay, I can talk, you know, I can speak English, you know, and then I don't have no problem. No. In order for me to be able to speak English, you know, fluently, I had to just leave Florida because I realized that in Florida, you know, just there was too many, you know, Haitian community, you know, and then it's hard for them, you know, it's hard for you, like, you know, they say you talk to them in English, they respond you in Creole, you know, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And then sometimes when you talk English with them, they're just like, you know, just, oh, you're ignorant. You know, I'm talking to you in Creole, and then you just answer in English, you know.
How you say, excuse me, I'm about to go get you some water.
Oh, excusez-moi, excusez. Oh, li pas chercher de l'eau pour moi. Excusez-moi, ba chercher de l'eau pour moi. Excusez-moi, ba chercher de l'eau pour. Oh, you can say ma vini. Okay, that's it. Yeah, say ma vini. So guys, if you think I'm doing a great job, you know, teaching my wife, you know, how to speak Creole, just let me know. And if I'm back, you know, moi vini.
Moi vini?
Oh, moi retourner.
Mon intune.
Mwen.
Mwen.
Retourner.
L'intune.
Retourner.
L'intune.
Re.
Le.
Re.
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 Gle.
Tourner.
Tune.
Yes. Mon retourner. So, merci un peu, chérie. You know? That's it. And then when somebody say merci un peu, you say de rien.
De rien.
De rien.
De rien.
De rien.
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 Rien. Okay? So,
De rien.
de rien.
De rien.
Okay. So like I said before, you know, I had to leave Florida, you know, in order for me to learn to speak English because, you know, it was hard for me, you know. But one thing I learned is like, you know, just whatever you want in life, you can have it. But it's a matter of, you know, just willingness, you know, because if you're not willing to go hard for it, you're not gonna get it because, you know, I mean, what the heck, you know, just like, you know, saying, it's not gonna come to you naturally. I mean, I know that some people know that, I mean, that become, you know, that do accomplish certain things, you know, and then they have gifted. But for you to learn anything, you know, in life, you have to be able to be willing to learn it, you know, every day, you know, like let's say you just listen to just that, you know, like for me, you know, for me to be able to speak Spanish when I was in Dominican Republic, I had to listen to Spanish music, you know, bachata. I had to listen to salsa. I had to listen to, you know, merengue. I had to listen to a lot of, you know, baladas. So when I get to listen to these music, you know, these, you know, just different rhythm of music. So that kind of helped me, you know, to understand, you know, more because I said to myself, you know, I want to stay away from the language that I know and then embrace the language that I don't know. And that's one thing, you know, that I did. You know, I just, okay, you know what? Let me stay away from certain Haitian people because I mean it's sad to say that, but I knew that, you know, for me to be able to learn the language, I wasn't gonna learn it because all they do is speaking Creole every day, you know. So ça qu'a fait là comment yeah, mon cher besoin parler créole, mon cher besoin te con blanc, il parler créole, you know. Ou qu'on là besoin parler créole, besoin parler anglais, ou quoi ça to sorti, you know. So they just start telling, okay, you from Haiti, you know, now you acting like you can't speak Creole. No, so you just acting like, you know, in a way that even on social media, I see that, you know, like people say, no, oh, you speak, your English is very, your Creole is very broken, it's like very heavy. And I said to myself, but you gotta understand that I've been in this country for quite some time, and then I'm not around Haitian people, you know, Haitian community, you know, around here, or especially in Atlanta. So we don't have that. So if we have a Haitian community, you know, which I do, they have some, but I don't really go around it because I've been busy. I work a lot, you know, with my business, you know. So we don't have time. So that's why, you know, I don't get the time, you know, just to be able to practice my Creole. But at the same time, you know, I can speak. I can parler bien, you know. Je parle bien seulement madame, seulement qui me besoin de parler créole parce que pour l'Haïti. So qui sont voulez apprendre en créole? Do you have anything that you want to learn? Any question you want to ask? Or you can ask, you know, our YouTubers, you know, in English, you know, because there's a lot of them who speak English, and you can ask them some question about Haiti. Okay, like, you know, so what you should expect when you go to Haiti for the first time, you know? You can ask them that.
I'm gonna ask you guys, Americans that date or are married to a foreigner of whichever country or whichever language you want to choose. Is it hard for you? And if you learned, what are some of the things that you did or are doing to learn how to speak the language? Or if you're trying to speak the language. But if you guys can comment down below, subscribe, and give me some pointers, because I'm going to learn this language. I'm going to learn Creole, French, Spanish.
Marathon. Also, one of the questions that I want to ask also some of you guys, you know, let's say, you know, you're dating, you know, a foreigner. Let's say you're a Haitian, you're dating a foreigner, you know. What was the challenge that you guys found? What was a good challenge you guys, you know, have you guys found, like, you know, just, you know, to be able to teach this person, you know, this foreigner, you know, to learn your language, you know, because I know that it's hard, especially, you know, like, you know, when you're dating, you know, a foreigner, you know, someone that is not from your country, you know, it's a foreigner to me. So what was the challenges that you guys found, like, you know, just to be able to get them to understand certain words, you know, or maybe the culture, the food, you know, because I know that, you know, for her, you know, she's so deep in our culture because she had her like her key holder. She had a little Haitian flag. Because when I first met my wife, I was like, wow, that's wonderful because she was deeply into that. To be with a Haitian man. And then my question also I want to ask what was the challenge? Let's say if you date someone that is not from your country, what was the challenge? It can be anybody. Like you're a black person, you're dating a white person, just what was the challenge you find, or Latino, was it hard for you, or was it very annoying when they speak their language? Because here in this country, some people when you speak your language, they say okay.
At first it was annoying. It was annoying. I guess when I first met you,
she's
it was
one of
very
them.
annoying.
She's one of them, right? You see that? No?
It was, because I was like, oh my gosh, what have I got myself into? I don't understand nothing this guy is talking about. Who is he talking to?
You heard that?
And then the question is, oh, maybe he's talking to his girlfriend that speak his language.
No.
Just silly stuff comes across the mind. But it's best to just know. Learn to know.
No.
Yeah.
But I mean, just you're so right about that. One of the challenges that I usually just encounter in that when I go around, it's like people just say when you're talking to someone when they say when I used to take a leaf in the Uber, I'd be talking to someone in Kreyol, and then some people who don't understand, they don't just ignorantly just blatantly just ask me, okay, just what are you talking? What language are you talking about? Just wait for me to finish talking, and after what language was that? I say, okay, it's Kreyol. Oh wow, it sounds really nice, but I didn't understand nothing. I said, okay, I understand. I know. No, it's okay. And they start talking to me. Is it hard for you to learn? English. I said, no, man. I said, no, it's not easy. It wasn't easy. And at the same time, you start talking to people, but there's certain people. When you start talking your language around them, they're so ignorant. They tell you, speak English. But America is a big country. We have different ethnicities. We have different background people from different backgrounds, walks of life. So you gotta have to expect that some people are gonna speak a language that you don't understand, but at the same time we have to be able to be respectful, right, baby?
Right.
Be respectful because, like I said, as long as it's not our concern, so we can always understand that. Okay, that's fine. So they're speaking their language. Okay, let me just stay away. Well, if I don't understand something, you want to say something, baby.
I just feel like it doesn't help you to be closed-minded, and that's why I want to learn his language and more languages, because it's good for you to understand people in general. Mm-hmm. If you can just learn little things like thank you or hi, how are you doing?
Yes. Just
to learn little things of different languages will help you as a human being.
That's right.
But yeah, comment down below on what you think about this video, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.
Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support. Merci un peu. Si vous avez vidéo ça, pas oublier abonner avec channel ça. Mais pour plus monde abonner. Et puis mettez un commentaire en bas qui ça nous a aimé. Me parler the next time que me faire une vidéo sur YouTube, ok? So portez-nous bien, passez une bonne nuit et bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Ok. Pas le soir, vous voulez.
Because I eat long.